Hello everyone, my name is Trittany and I'm the reader here at the Crown and Castle Collective, where we're all kings and queens of our own kingdom that we call life. This is a monthly energetic horoscope style reading, so I do these for all earth, air, water, and fire signs. This one is going to be water signs, Scorpios, Cancers, and Pisces. This could be your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign, just anywhere in your chart. And these are just also ways that water sign energies are going to be expressed in different areas around you, in your careers and your relationships and all those kinds of things. So I do want to thank everyone who has joined my channel in the past couple of weeks and months. It means a lot to me. And then also everyone who is new, I do want to say welcome. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, which is my first goal for this channel. And I'm getting really excited. We're actually getting really close. And yeah, I'm also on Facebook and Instagram too, where I will probably start doing like more live stuff. So yeah, that would be cool if you would want to join with that. So we are going to go ahead and get started with the overall energy for water signs in May of 2020. The first card you have is number 26, Insight. So this is actually third eye chakra, and it adds up to an 8. So we also see an infinity sign that is correlated with the number 8. So I feel like you guys as water signs, you know, you're usually always tapped into a deeper source, and you guys could definitely be having sparked intuition or heightened intuition during May. And there is a new moon in Scorpio right on the 7th, so right in the beginning of May, and then we will experience a full moon on the 22nd that is also in Gemini, so an air sign. And I feel like you guys are really able to connect the two with your intuition and your mental space, so I feel like you may be really feeling those waters out. And it could be really heavy on you. Maybe you are an empath as well, or maybe you're picking up on more cosmic and collective energy, so you could be very sensitive to that kind of stuff. Your greatest accomplishment for May of 2020, we also have openness, which is a full moon again, and talks about being totally connected to more of the cosmic energies and higher perspectives in your higher self, and also your intuition and your psychic abilities. You could be someone who experiences those type of situations as well. Oh, let's see, we also had, I feel like with this third eye chakra as well, you are definitely being challenged with your perspectives towards situations. I feel like you're looking at not only your side of a situation, but how others may be impacted and how others may be playing their role in the situation, or what role you may be playing, and just able to see things for the longer run and from just a higher perspective. But also, when you have you could have an overactive third eye as well. This could be something that's affecting you throughout May. Is caring a lot too about what you do see. You know, when we think overactive third eye, we are too much probably in the physical realm, or what is always just constantly in front of you, and that could be social medias, it could be screens and stuff like that. And it can definitely cause a little bit of your biggest challenge, which is the 8 of Swords, or 8 of Arrows in this deck. It's insecurity. So this could definitely be affecting your mental space as far as how you are how you are viewing yourself. So you could definitely still be, I feel like you guys like to use your bodies a lot as well. Water signs are very expressive, so you could be someone who loves to dance and move or work out and use your body in some kind of way. And I feel like that may be being restricted right now with this 8 of Arrows. So that's your biggest challenge, is by finding out how you can use your body and use your mind to be able to overcome stagnation or lower vibrations, and altering the level that your third eye is stimulated at. I feel like you could just be on the incorrect vibration. You could be overactive and you could be underactive. They could both cause a little bit of self-image insecurities and maybe how people are going to be perceiving you. But I feel like you may think it's all in your head. Like, you could be super intuitive and almost telepathic and be able to pick up on what people are thinking or feeling, and you could be a little bit insecure about that and think that maybe it's all in your head. And so that could kind of make you feel more anxious about how people are perceiving you. So it's just a little bit of anxiety almost. I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of. Yeah, I can't think of it. Alright, so your advice from Spirit for May of 2020. The first card that we have is Play. So it's hard to see in this very light pink artwork, but there is a lady like chilling in a margarita glass. And so, advice from Spirit could also be, again, with that self-positive image as well, using your body to move around, whether that's just walking or, you know, just being a little bit more active with your body can help you in kind of chilling out maybe your third eye. I feel like it's just being blasted right now, honestly. So it's kind of telling you to just like bring that energy lower, like bring it down into maybe more of your solar and your heart. Definitely your throat chakra as well. Just bringing it all the way down, because I feel like your lower chakras could definitely use it. But also just stay in a lighthearted energy. I feel like it will definitely keep your mood light, and it will have you feeling probably more better about yourself and not worry so much about the way people are perceiving you, or when I say perceiving you too, I feel like a lot of it, for some of you, may be like conversational. Like, you have a conversation with someone, and then like later on you're like, oh my god, I should have said this, I should have said that, or this came off the wrong way, or that did. Don't worry about that. I think if you just, you know, say what you mean and just say it full-heartedly, it is received. So we also have the advice for Aquamarine, which is totally a water energy, water stone as well. Aqua Aura, healthy communication in relationships, heart-to-heart discussions, and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. Again, I feel like a lot of this insecurity for you guys was coming from conversations that you may have with people, or the way that people may be perceiving and viewing you on social media or in person. And that could be because, you know, maybe you do have a little bit of like abilities, and that could be weird. Maybe it's not really typical of people in your community to be able to express these talents. So Aquamarine, or Aqua Aura, not Aquamarine. Aqua Aura is a good stone for you to maybe research and harness the energy for during the month of May. Moving on, we have your headspace, or also more of your physical space in your day-to-day life that you may be experiencing throughout May. So the first card that we do have is the World. And although you may be separated from the world, again, I feel like you're feeling judgment from people that maybe aren't around you, or maybe you are thinking about a lot of people that aren't within your reach, or that you aren't around right now, and maybe you are trying to reach out to them and connect with them. And I feel like you're trying to really keep up your image about like how you present yourself and the offers that you have, or the abilities that you have. And I feel like you do really want to help people, and that may be why you get so worked up about the way that you are perceived, because I feel like you always come from a very heightened, sensitive, very deep understanding standpoint, but not everyone will always understand that. And I do feel like a lot of you are going through, you could be definitely changing up the way that you look as well. That could be something that you're wanting to change the way that you show up in the world. And also with the Nine of Swords, and you could be a little bit insecure about that, a little bit afraid to step out, and a lot of you could have been afraid to step out in the past, but I feel like during May you could, you know, with a lot of things going on, you could have finally found the energy to, you know, step out and be yourself and be genuine in the world. But a lot of you too could be changing the way that you do that already, in a way that you may be a little bit afraid to do at first. And I feel like a lot of that comes with fashion always too, with water signs that are always expressing themselves. It could be a new method of the way, or like a new style that you do your artwork as well, and changing up the way that you do things, essentially, and learning of new ways to overcome certain situations. I feel like you guys are being really good problem solvers, and you're moving through the world. You know, you do have a little bit of caution, and I mean, with the way that things are right now, it's good to have a little bit of precaution, and you're essentially, you know, you're taking care of yourself, but you're also taking care of others, which is good. And so we also have this several theme comes up in everyone's reading. I feel like there are always a lot of plans or like cancellations that people may experience, a lot of commitments that may be broken, or a lot of prior word. So we have the Hierophant in reverse, which again upright would be about commitment essentially, and can be seen as a marriage or relation card. So if we do see it in reverse, some of you could have been getting married and that could have been canceled. We also have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, which is seen as a very anxious card, paired with the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so I feel like some of you definitely are losing sleep, and you could just be naturally staying up late as well. I feel like your sleep patterns could perhaps be changing with the Hierophant in reverse and the Nine of Swords. I feel like a lot of you with this Hierophant in reverse and the Nine of Wands, I feel like you're just not able to see the really close people to you in your life, like family and friends, and you could feel a little bit isolated right now. And I feel like that's totally just where most of this anxiety could be coming from. And again, I feel like you're just staying up late. And to clarify that Hierophant in reverse and the Nine of Swords, we had the Page of Cups. So a little bit of that anxious energy. The Page is a young energy, and with the water being emotions, it's an immaturity. So this can definitely be that a little bit of anxiety that you guys could be experiencing. But also, for some of you who, you know, you just might be like staying up later, and let's see. I feel like this Hierophant, it is in the reverse, but I feel like for some of you it is upright. And as far as what you're doing during your time. Okay, we will move on. So into the heart space. Earlier this came up. I feel like there is a little bit of an insecurity. This is your greatest challenge for the month in the way that you communicate with others and what they think about what you say and what you do. How that could be a little bit scary for you. The first card in your heart space is the Knight of Swords. So again, this is a card of quick communication. I feel like this is a conversation or something that needs to be addressed that may pop up for you during the month of May. But I feel like it's just a very big conversation or topic that needs to be addressed. And again, we have the Page of Cups right after that. We just had that clarify for the Nine of Swords and the Hierophant in reverse. So some of you could be in a rocky relationship kind of situation, and you may be just waiting to fully express yourself and come forth and be true with how you are feeling and what you are thinking. You could definitely be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or an air sign as well with this Knight. And we do have the Gemini full moon in May on the 22nd. So keeping that in mind, I feel like there could be a lot of burdens that are taken off of you during that time. A lot of feelings that are openly expressed. We also have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is someone who could be a little bit upset, you know, with this news, but also someone who's they're very creative and true and really honest emotionally when I feel like they're coming forth with this cup. And this could be someone to you as well. Someone could definitely be openly expressing how they feel towards you, whether or not it will be what you want to hear. And I feel like it's just going to be a very big burden off of this person. We also have the Ten of Swords out here with that Knight of Wands. So this person, I feel like, could be you or it could be someone else, definitely has an offer that they want to communicate with you, and it's just been a burden on their shoulders. Or it could be a burden onto you about maybe how you wish to move forward in your current relationships or with someone that you may be dealing with. So moving on into The career. Also in the heart space, for some of you who are in this insecure, I feel like if you could be having a reversed body image or body image issues as well with that heart space. The first card was that Knight of Swords. Okay, you just need to move, again, your body. Water signs, I feel like you definitely need something to help you flow and help your body flow and help your blood pump almost. I feel like that's definitely going to rejuvenate you and definitely give you that restored self-esteem. Yes, you may be tired. You think you're you think you're tired now when you maybe aren't being active. You could be tired from like working out, and that would be much more healthier for you. I feel like you'd get much more better sleep if you like were working out or using your body more, and that could help with this Nine of Swords that some of you who may be having trouble sleeping. So moving into the career and finances, we have the first card is, this card is the Strength card. So number 11, Strength card. I feel like a lot of you too may not be working from home. This has showed up again in every signs reading. There are so many people who are experiencing so much more time at home and away from work in a different sense. So with the Strength card, we also have the Sun card in reversed later on through this pile. The Sun card in reverse, okay, this is someone who's not going outside, who's not as sociable as they were. I feel like you guys are definitely away from coworkers, and maybe you really enjoyed the presence of your coworkers. So with this Strength card, she has that crescent in like the sun moon, that like gold disc on her head. I'm seeing that as like you literally create your own sunlight. Like you literally are just radiating. And we also have the Queen of Wands, and again the hieroglyphic shows the same thing, and she's just literally sitting in her own throne doing her own thing. You could definitely be an independent worker, someone who is able to work from home, and you are doing, I feel like you will be really at ease with it. You'll be pretty good at it, but you're able to just like keep your own morale high, and I feel like you're able to keep yourself determined. But you also have the Eight of Cups in reverse, along with that Sun card in reverse. So again, you're probably away from coworkers. Maybe it's a lot more calm where you are at. Or you could, be doing the exact opposite. You could have been someone who definitely just like had an office job or worked alone and really liked that alone time. But in the reverse now, we do see that you have the Sun card and the Eight of Cups, which is a pretty busy card. You could be, spending more time at home, and things could be super hectic if you have children. So it could be a little bit of vice versa. Alright, so we will move on into the spirituality sector and like the spiritual lessons and the spiritual growth that you will receive throughout May. So the first card is the Seven of Cups. This is probably more of the global energy that we're experiencing right now. The Seven of Cups is options and illusions and overwhelming situations where there's so many things to choose from, so many things to do. I feel like you guys are you're noticing it and acknowledging it, but you guys are definitely taking your time. You're being very selective with your time in the way that you approach the things that you do. You put great energy and a lot of care into the things that you do, a lot of effort into the things that you do. So you just take your time, and I feel like that results in quality outcome and about how you move forward throughout current events. So we also have that with the Two of Wands. So this was kind of you being very selective to your approach about how you manage things, and also how you manage, what needs to be done maybe around your living area, your work, your family, your own personal interest. I feel like you guys are really doing well at making space for yourself throughout the month of May. We also have the King of Pentacles. Some of you could be getting into literature, you could be reading, or you could be writing, or definitely indulging in abilities or skills that maybe you had as a child, or something that you may have never known that you even had, something that you just kind of want to dabble in and you feel like it gives a really good taste to your character. You could be doing a lot of character building and a lot of skill building right now that are going to definitely pay off in the future with this Two of Wands. You guys are planning, I feel like this third eye chakra overactive or not, is planning for something in the future. That could be something that you already intuitively know, or something that you're trying to manifest. It's definitely going to take off in May with this King of Pentacles sitting there. The King of Pentacles are Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Very materialistic, very stable, successful foundations, along with the Fool card. So any projects that you may have from May are definitely going to take off and pay off. And you guys may be learning a lot of broad topics, or like new systems and new abilities that you can learn and educate yourself on, that are going to make you be able to perform whatever your prized pentacle or possession or project and ability and skill is. It's really going to hone itself and take off and grow and expand throughout the month of May. So that's really cool. I feel like you guys are definitely strung up too. There could be definitely a particular relation dynamic that you guys could be anxious about, that is kind of on the forefront of your mind in May. But Spirit does want you to kind of slow your roll and really focus on yourself. So don't feel like you're maybe being selfish during that time either. So we also had this play card, which was your advice from Spirit, in this lighthearted energy. I do feel like for a lot of you who may be stuck at home from work as well, with this Sun card in reverse, as well with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Again, I feel like these could be upright for some of you. A lot of you who are now spending more time at home, I feel like, are really indulging in that childlike expression. And that's really what's going to be able to hone you in on all of these skills. We have someone playing an instrument, several instruments, playing chess, which is seen as very strategic, very mental stimulation. I'm seeing a lot of fashion, and people could be sketching and drawing, and just there's so many things that people could be doing along with the Sun card. So a lot of people are expressing talents that they may have enjoyed doing as a child, or like things that I feel like a lot of you wanted to do when you were a kid. You maybe wanted to grow up to do this, and now you're finally being able to take the time to successfully learn how to do it. And I feel like you guys are picking up a lot of information or education from doing so. So great. Awesome, water signs. So if you feel like this resonated with you throughout the month of May, go ahead and let me know down in the comments what's kind of going on with you. It always makes my day to just see what people say. Sometimes it's just hilarious. But yeah, you can go ahead and like the video, or you can subscribe to see more of my future videos. I'm about to the 1,000 subscribers, so that's super exciting. Thank you guys for watching, and go ahead and check me out on other social media platforms as well. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.